Again, archery is a very important art. Imam al-Bukhari was a master archer. And one of his students said, I was with him for 20 years and he practiced archery every morning. Imam al-Bukhari. He said, in the 20 years I was with him, I never saw him miss the bullseye once. Now that to me is al-Bukhari, because that's what he was doing with the hadith. He was hitting the bullseye with the hadith. And that's what archery teaches you, is it teaches you that if you miss the bullseye, don't blame it on the bow, don't blame it on the arrow, blame it on yourself. Because it's about readjusting. You're either too short, too long, too much to the left, too much to the right. So it's learning how to readjust your own mistakes in order to change the situation. And that's something that a lot of people never learn. The Muslim world hasn't learned that in a long time, unfortunately, because there's no self-correction. It's the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's very sad. I mean, I was thinking about, they just had a conference on the Wikipedia. Did you see that? And they were saying how embarrassing the Arabic Wikipedia is. There's hardly any entries. Most of the entries are filled with mistakes. It's sad to see the Muslims that even sports, if you look, even if we had excellence in sports, because the thing about sports, bodies are bodies. Anybody, any people can excel in sports. Some of the most extraordinary athletes on the planet come from the poorest countries. Kenya produces the greatest long-distance runners in the world. Central Africa, some of the greatest soccer players. But those are all excellence. It's about excellence. When you have this idea of itqan in your culture, the idea of really excelling in something. I think the Arabs should win every year in the every 4 years in the horses. And this is their tradition. They gave the world the horses. And those are things that Muslims can do. They can excel. There's so many things we can excel at that we're not excelling at, because there's no love of excellence and there's no understanding of self-correction, that we need to be disciplined in and of ourselves. We can't blame things always on the circumstances outside of ourselves. So that's one of the great blessings of archery, is that it really teaches young people about correcting themselves and learning to do that. And also